Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, we're not going to talk about one shot. We're going to talk about two more shots in the JFK assassination, and that's shot number 8 and shot number 9. Now, as you see in my other videos, I already made 7 videos on the first 7 shots. Okay, as you see, and as I point out, first 6 shots already occurred, and Governor Connally was already hit twice, and JFK was already hit 4 times. But then we had the first distraction shot, was shot number 7, was the first distraction shot. But when we study and we review the film, you would think, oh, well, that's all the shots. There ain't no sense in looking for any more shots because of this, because we got all of them covered now. We got JFK covered, got Governor Connally covered, and we have the curb shot covered. So all them shots already taken. So that's all we need to look for. No, actually, there's more shots to be looked for as well in these films and these images, because they tell us a lot more. They give us a lot more information. In here, which I'm going to show you, photographic evidence, we're going to talk about the 2 shots that struck the manhole cover. That was shot number 8 and shot number 9. Okay, we know for a fact today that the manhole cover in Dealey Plaza in between Elm and Main Street was hit not once but twice. How we know this for a fact? And I want to show you how we know this for a fact. When we watch a Zapruder film, okay, we're going to see a shot strike the side right here of the concrete of the manhole cover. Okay, because we see a disturbance here, and we see a piece of concrete flying up in the air right here. That occurred in frame 399 of the Zapruder film. Then in frame 401 of the Zapruder film, we see another disturbance in the top corner of the concrete and manhole cover, and a piece of concrete flying upward. Then in frame 402 of the Zapruder film, we'll see a bullet ricocheting upward. So at this point, by visual, we could see there was 2 shots that struck the manhole cover there, because as you see here, everything's back to normal. It's back to normal here, it's back to normal here, but then we see that bullet ricocheting upward. So in the Zapruder film, we see 2 shots striking that manhole cover and a bullet ricocheting upward. Now, this is that manhole cover right here. This is the image of it. This was taken a couple years ago, right here. There's that manhole cover that I'm talking about. This is Elm Street, that's Main Street right here. Okay, when we look at this, right in this location right here, this is where frame 399 lines up with. This is the location right here where you watch my cursor and where the circle is in my cursor. This is where the first shot struck the side of the manhole cover, the concrete. Then when we line this one up, which is frame 401, it strikes the top corner here, as you see right here, top corner of the manhole cover. Then right here, as this circle, we see that actually that bullet ricocheting upward, so that'd be in this location right here where the bullet strikes in here and then ricochets upward. Now, well, before I bring this up here, okay, now I just showed you the Zapruder film that shows 2 bullets hitting the concrete and manhole cover, the side and the top corner, and a bullet ricocheting upward. Now let's look at this. The day of the assassination, we have a Secret Service agent and police officers and stuff looking around this manhole cover and in the grass area. Now we have to think to ourselves, why are they doing this? Okay, why are they by that manhole cover? What are they looking for? Okay, we have to keep this in mind. Then we have another image, which I'll pull up right here. As you see here, the manhole cover is right here, just on the other side of this guy right here. And he's coming down, he's picking up, and what we find right here? We see a tip of a bullet lying in the grass. Now, when we look at this image here, we see that manhole cover right here. Now, why is this officer right here where they picked up the bullet at right here, why is he pointing at that building there? And this, remember, this is taken at 12:34. 12:34, 4 minutes after the assassination. There is a police officer, Secret Service agents, and people around that manhole cover at 12:34. As you see right here, 12:34 on the sign. Looking at the manhole cover, somebody was even retrieving, as I showed you, retrieving a bullet right here. There's that manhole cover. Why are they looking at it? Okay. Now keep this all in mind. Then we have an image right here, which is taken at 1240, as you see right here. See, 1240 right here. Again, they're looking at that manhole cover. He's bending down now, this gentleman right here. And we got another gentleman bending down right here. And he's looking at that bullet hole right here, which we see in a Zapruder film. Now, at night, that same night of the assassination, why did they take another picture of that manhole cover? Okay, this what gets me thinking when I do my research and I start looking at things, and it makes me wonder, and these are what pulls up red flags. So at this point here, when we zoom in on one image, we see there is a bullet lying in the grass, a 30.6 bullet laying right here. Even when we do a close-up, we see that bullet lying right here. So we know that they retrieved a bullet right beside that manhole cover. We know they retrieved a bullet because we see in the Zapruder film 2 shots striking there. We see a bullet ricocheting outward. Now we're sitting there seeing a Secret Service agent going down and picking up a bullet they retrieved there. And where he retrieved that bullet? Right in this location right here. He's stooping over right here. There's the manhole cover. Stooping over right here. And right in this location here, he's picking up that bullet right there. So you see, something, and a bullet must have struck there because they found a bullet laying right in the grass right here. The Zapruder film shows us a bullet striking in this location here and this location right here. And it also shows us a bullet ricocheting upward. Images show us Secret Service agents and police officers looking over at this 4 minutes after the assassination. Shows us they retrieved a bullet right here. And in the Zapruder film, we can see a bullet ricocheting upward in that location, as you see here. See, bullet striking here, frame 401, 402, the bullets ricocheting upward in the grass area, and here's the grass area right here, which is right over here where they found that bullet. As I point out, and if we view this film, like I said, as we view this film, we can see right here, which I'll zoom in, and I'll move this up. This is frame 398. See how normal everything is right here? This is the beginning of that manhole cover. Everything's normal. Then we go into frame 399. We have a surface right here, piece of concrete flying upward here. Then we see it's all back to normal again at frame 400. Manhole cover's all normal again. Then we go to frame 401 now. We see another disturbance at the top corner of the manhole cover, concrete, and then another piece of concrete flying upward. And then in frame 402, everything's back to normal again right here. All of the manhole the concrete around the manhole cover, but now we see a bullet ricocheting upward. So you see, the Zapruder film shows us for a fact that 2 shots struck the concrete and manhole cover. Now, and then other images, as I point out here, other images shows us Secret Service agents, police officers, and other people looking at them 2 bullet holes in that concrete, finding and retrieving a bullet from that location. Actually, they retrieved 2 bullets, one from the side of the concrete and one laying in the grass area, as you see there. They retrieved 2 bullets there, which is also can be found in the reports and stuff like that, and by eyewitness accounts, because there also was eyewitness accounts claimed that there was 2 shots struck there. How they know? Because even the police officers and them told them 2 bullets struck there. Now, let's look at this. Here's an image taken in 2013 by a friend of mine. What do we see here now? We see a bullet hole in this location right here. And we see another one right here. Now, ain't it funny that when I do these videos and I make these videos and I show this evidence and stuff like that, that we watching this Zapruder film, a shot, strike here, we line this up, which I'll pull this up right here. Seen in a Zapruder film, a shot being struck right here, which let me go ahead and pull this up, and I'll shrink that one. Let's bring this back up. And then this one, a bullet we see right here in the Zapruder film, a bullet striking right here on the side of the concrete of the manhole cover, piece of concrete flying up. This is that location. What do we see in that location, which I'll zoom in right here? We see a bullet hole right here, a piece of concrete completely missing with a hole right here in the side, and they actually retrieved a bullet in this location here. If you watch my cursor, they actually retrieved a bullet in this location right here after it hit. So basically hit and stopped, and it fell back. So we have a bullet striking as we see in a Zapruder film, and here's that manhole cover, and there's that same mark right there that struck the side of the concrete on the manhole cover. Now when we go further over, and this is shot number 2 to the manhole cover, and that's to the top corner, which is right here, and a piece of concrete flying up. And we start zooming in on this location here, and what do we see there? When you watch my cursor, let me bring this over because I know I'm over here. But as you see right here, let me go ahead and pull this up here, shrink this a little bit. And I'll pull this up over here like this, okay? In the Zapruder film, we see a bullet strike right here at the top corner right here. We see this, so we can mark this down, and here's the manhole cover. And we go to that manhole cover, and we see another bullet marking right here, another bullet hole right here, if you watch my cursor. So the Zapruder film, okay, shows us right here, shows us a bullet striking here, which is over here, which I'll point that out. And then the Zapruder film also shows us a bullet striking here, and the bullet ricocheting outward, but striking here, and we see a bullet hole right there, right here. So by photographic evidence, we now know that there was 2 shots that struck that manhole cover, because we can see this Zapruder film. We can also see this in over Nixville too, but you got to know what you're looking for. But we see in the films 2 bullets striking the side of the concrete of the manhole cover and top corner of the manhole cover, the concrete. We see a bullet ricocheting upward. We see photographic evidence of police officers and the Secret Service agents and other people looking at that manhole cover, retrieving bullets from that manhole cover, taking images of that manhole cover as well, even at night. Now, after I found these 2 shots, I start lining this up. And as you see here, both of these shots came from the rooftop of the county records building. That's where both of these shots came from. Because if we line this up and we see from where James Tagg was standing, that was shot number 7, which was a curb shot. We see from this distance here, excuse me, what's in the line of that fire when we take a line straight back? What's in the line of that fire? The manhole cover, which is right here. So the curb shot, the manhole cover shots, is in the same line of fire from the gunman on the rooftop of the county records building. And then when we look at these shots, okay, which we'll pull up here, we see that both these shots, matter of fact, do line back up to the rooftop of the county records building. Now, what I want to do here is I want to show you this. This image here on this side here was taken in the 1970s. Can't exactly tell you what day, but it was in the 70s when this image was taken. Now, as you see, there's that bullet hole right there. And there's that other bullet hole over here. Now, this image here was taken in 2010. As you see here, we got a close-up of it right here. There's that bullet right there. The bullet struck here. All this concrete broke up because the bullet actually struck here because they found the bullet right here. Okay. Then we have the bullet striking here. And we see a close-up of the bullet hole right here. And we see one right here. So we got 2 images, excuse me. My nose has been running and everything else. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Basically, that's why I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Because I've been still have a little bit of congestion going on. We have 2 images taken in 2 different, taken the same location in 2 different decades. Okay, we got the one image here, 1970, showing both bullet holes, and they both line up to the rooftop of the county records building. Especially in 1970, there was a bullet casing of a 30.6 bullet casing found on the rooftop of the county records building by a worker. Then we have an image taken in 2010 of 2 bullet holes still in that concrete over 50 years later. Okay, so here it is, 2018. Okay, and it's 54 years after the assassination, going on 55 soon. Think about this, both bullet holes are still there. No one's never talked about these bullet holes or anything else. As you see here, we have photographic evidence of a gunman on a rooftop in the county records building. We have we have testimonies, and there's other evidence out there. In 1974, a man working on a rooftop in the county records building found a bullet casing in this location as well. Zapruder film shows 2 bullets striking the manhole cover. We have police officers, Secret Service agents, and pedestrians looking over that manhole cover where them 2 shots made contact with. We have them retrieving bullets from that location over here in this there, and he also took a image of that manhole cover that same night of the assassination. And remember, these images here were taken just minutes after the assassination, all within a half an hour, and I would say 10-minute window that all these images was taken from 12:30 to 12:40. These images taken, bullets retrieved, and everything else in this location where the manhole cover is. These are shots number 8 and 9. Okay, these are the two second of the distraction shots. You had the first distraction shot to the curb where James Tagg was standing. That was shot number 7. Now we have shot number 8 and number 9. There's also a distraction shot from the rooftop of the county records building. Shot number 8 was taken at 20.99 seconds. The distance for that shot was 374.21 feet or 124.94 yards. Shot number 9 took place at 21.01 of a second. Distance on that was 379.8 feet or 126.36 yards. Okay, that's 2 more distraction shots to the manhole cover. Now, at this point, we know JFK and Governor Connally was already shot in the first 6 shots that were fired that day. We have JFK already shot 4 times and Governor Connally shot twice. Now we have a distraction shot where shot number 7 took place, and that's where James Tagg was standing. Now we have 2 more distraction shots that was taken to the manhole cover in the same line of fire from where James Tagg was standing, which, let me pull this back up here. We see right here, James Tagg was standing right here on this curb, by this curb here. That's where shot number 7 is. That's the first distraction shot. Then we have 2 shots to the manhole cover right here, which is also shot number, that's shot number 8 and shot number 9, which is the second and third shot distraction shot, because, and then them shots came from the rooftop of the county records building. Because remember, from this section here, I'm going to watch my cursor, in this section right here, okay, we're going to look at in this section right here, is where the first 6 shots occurred. That's the shots of JFK and Governor Connally. Now at this point, Governor Connally and JFK was already shot, and JFK's at this point is already passed on. Governor Connally is still fighting for his life. Why was these distraction shots start being taken? And as I point out in shot number 7, the gunman on the rooftop here was keeping an eye down here. He was the backup for these guys right here that's in this shelter right here. Okay, so when he took his first distraction shot, then he takes 2 more shots right after this to the manhole cover, as that's to get the people start running away or up the hillside to get out of line of fire, so these 2 gunmen here can escape, which I'll show more, and I'll talk about this more as I continue on with distraction shots, because we still have shot number 10, 11, 12, and 13 to cover, okay, which is 4 more shots we got to cover, which I'll go into more detail on why these distraction shots were taken about these 2 gunmen here. But I just want to make this video here to show people that there was, right now, at this point, we have Governor Connally already shot twice. We have JFK already shot 4 times. And now we have 3 distraction shots fired. And that's all within a short time period from starting point here to this point right here. Okay, at this point here, there's already 8, 9 shots fired from this location to this location here by frame 399 to 401. At this point, we have exactly 9 shots fired, and the time frame on that for the 9 shots to be taken was 21.01 of a second. So within that time period, there was already 9 shots fired. JFK shot 4 times, Governor Connally shot twice, and then we have 3 distraction shots at this point. As you see here, this is photographic evidence, okay? And that's what I do. I piece all the photographic evidence together, and after I piece it together, then I start doing my investigation so I can understand more and pinpoint what's going on. Just like I said in my videos and stuff, if you watch my videos, especially on my shop videos, once you pinpoint a location, okay, once you see the shots occur, as you see in a Zapruder film, we can now get a time frame. Once we see these shots make contact, then we take these shots and we line it back up to where they came from. Okay, and we find the evidence of that as well. And we line these shots back up. Now we have a distance we can work at as well. So now we can get a time frame, we can get a distance on it. Plus, we can get more into the story of why these shots occurred. So see, that's why when you do research, you have to do an investigation as well. Because if you do an investigation, you'll find more answers on why the shot was taken or why that shot was taken, as you see here in the information that you see here. Okay, like I said, this information has been in front of the public's eye for 50 plus years, but it's always overlooked because everybody's just worried about the one single headshot to JFK and that's it, because that's all people's talked about basically, or Oswald being innocent. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Don't forget the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this video with friends and relatives. Tweet this. Go on your accounts, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, Instagrams, whatever. Post the videos as well. Post the other videos as well, so other people may know this information and everything else. Description down below, you'll find a site where you can order my book, Evidence of a Conspiracy, which has this information, a lot more. It's the only book that's ever going to be printed that has photographic evidence and real research in it. Thank you, and you have a pleasant day.